I am the great mighty pancake, and I've come to throw my pancakes at you. And now to the regularly scheduled pancake that was thrown at you.
Okay, let's see if this works. But this is more or less just a report. So, hello there. It's the Mighty Pancake. And he's going to show you, well, this beast. Yes, modded. It's a modded vehicle. It's very modded, as you can see. And you can guess where it comes from. Star Trek. A one-third size Star Trek ship. Kind of based off the Constitution class. Yeah, there's some parts that I could exchange and make it better, but I've already built it and I don't feel like going through the pain of just changing some parts just for the sake of looks. Or adding a few more parts. Sadly, because you can't get any more grav drives on the ship, because there's no mod that allows it right now, or a mod that allows for stronger grav drives, well, this is what I can do. It has a short range. Because, you know, as you make the ship heavier, the grav drive doesn't work as well. It's sad, but that's how it works. Now, I tried to make it as symmetrical as I could. I mean, the only thing that really comes to mind is making the disc area bigger. But yeah, you can tell what engine I used. And I stacked one on top of another. Here's the back. All the gas and all the cores are back here. Actually, under this spot here. And you see, big ship. It's really big. In comparison to my character, I'm an ant. I'm just a little teeny tiny ant. And yes, it has one too many weapons on it. If you do notice, you wouldn't be able to have. You'd only be able to have 4 of these weapons on the base game. And yes, here's the bridge. I might have the bridge in the wrong spot. I might not. Oh no. I do know that the Enterprise had two bridges, so I guess most constitutions did have two bridges. And yes, I expanded on the amount of habitat areas I had. And if I did expand it bigger, there'd be more habitats for it. But that's not the only thing. There's more weapons underneath. Missiles to take up torpedo bays, the particle beams to be more laser points. Like, you know, the Enterprise would have, where you'd have multiple points where there'd be lasers. Originally I wanted to do turrets, but the turrets don't work well. So I end up just going with those because, you know, destroying enemies is faster with those than anything else. That said, you wonder where all the shields are? Well, they're inside. I put them inside, away from enemy fire, just like every other piece. The only shield that's closest to the outside is this one right here, and it's underneath the piece, as you can tell. Now let's get to the back here. Sadly, there's not really a landing spot for this to actually sail on the ground and have it all even, so this is the best I can do. Let's go ahead and I had some codes on here. I don't want to disable the ship, that's for sure. Now I will tell you that it lags the game a little bit because of how big I made it. But here's the entry. And yes, I have a window right here where a docking bay should be or something. I think there's a docking bay back here, but I just don't feel like putting it. Besides, it's not supposed to be a docking bay, it's supposed to be docks for ships and all, but, you know, Starfield doesn't have that. And yes, I have a few extra spots. These are mostly workstations because, you know, it makes sense that the engineering area would be workstations. Even got a computer core here. I'm away. Don't know why you're in the way. Never kicked you, so Now we begin the arduous journey up to the cockpit.
What can I do?
Yes, the Doring fan. And mix these up with control stations and living areas. Because, you know, big ship, a lot of living areas to go to sleep in. At least that's what makes the most sense to me. Yep, where are the living stations? I can even cook stuff here. I think. Yep, there we go. I can use galley. More living areas, of course. And then we reach basically what could be the entry to the discus, a computer core, just because engine control and stuff, as you could guess.
Look who it is.
Yes, look at who it is in my way. Go ahead and use that. And yes, another computer core. And do you wonder about the about the shields? Well, here are the shields right here. I'll put them all inside. And he has to put windows so you can look in on them. And if you guessed it, yes, it's the same on this side as well. More shields. So yeah, this ship, fully powered and armed, has more shields than a fleet of ships. And with as much firepower as you saw on that exterior, has enough firepower to take down a fleet of ships by itself. Now here comes the more complex parts of the... No, Sam. The more complex parts of this ship. You see more workstations. And this is the living area. This is the living area as well. It's one of the bigger ones.
Can I help?
Which actually... Here's the weird thing. The all-in-ones are your living areas, but the living quarters just have entertainment in them. They have no beds. It makes no sense. Right? There's some beds, there's some workstations and stuff. Blah. There's a bathroom for, you know, if they need to take a speedy stookie. Or control stations. Another control station. As you can see, I made it so that this could have a innumerable amount of crew on board. And yes, you can guess that those are the ships on top, the things on top that I had. Right, let me show you this. Or yes, another power core, more shields. Huh! I didn't realize that there was an opening here. Right, there's that. I mean, I could use one of the things that allows me to place stuff on top of stuff, and place a one of these here on this, so that I'd have no space. But that's for next time. And I've learned my lesson on building something like this. Don't do it until you're ready to actually settle down in a universe. If you're just doing New Game Plus over and over again, I would not suggest doing that. Making the work for this. Make something that works and can get you through the universe you're going through. Which means that you might have to do enough jobs to get up to 1 million credits or 2 million credits to make your ship. And yes, here's another area. And this is actually the central part. We have another living quarters, and then we actually get to see outside too. Oh yeah, that's something I forgot to show. The exterior modules on the sides. I actually do have the ability to look out on those. I'm going to go ahead and show that real quick before we start going up and down the ladder here. Yep, we keep on walking onto this. You can be quiet, please. Oh. Okay. So the infirmary. Yes, there's multiple infirmaries on this too, because, you know, I'm thinking, well, my crew's gonna get injured. I need infirmaries. There's medical bays. There should be medical bays on my medical bays. And yeah, it's not the prettiest on the inside here, but it works. I'm guessing that the door generated somewhere else. So I have to enter that somehow somewhere else. And that's something that that this game could use is a wireframe for for all the rooms. Oh, and look at that. There's that. But it is part of one of the civilized areas, so I don't really blame it. No, that's not what I need. I need to find my way back around to the center of this. Nope, that's not it. But that is cool, isn't it? To look in on your shields and see that they're there. I think that's one of the coolest things that's on this. Of course, here's some captain quarters. Here's a research station. I can actually check and see if I have anything that needs to be worked on. And it doesn't look like it, so there. And yes, there's a pharmaceutical, but you get pharmaceutical with infirmary, so it doesn't really matter. But I mean, that's just my roleplay ideas that you want places where your crew can get healed, because your crew can get hurt by being shot. It's just a fact. And now we're at the top of the ship, at the end of our little deal. I mean, I guess the only thing I can really do is just take it out into space and show you how it flies, and maybe try to find a quick fight.
Liftoff initiated, Captain. Commencement to the
And yes, the camera clips into the ship very often. Seeing that behemoth take off is awesome. What? Somebody got hurt. And yes, this ship is faster than it should be. Can I even get to read out on how powerful it is? Oh yes, here's the main issue, the lag. Because, you know, okay, so a ship that's just over the limit doesn't cause that much issue. However, this ship is way over the limit. It's way over the limit, so it lags the system out. And no, it's not my computer. My computer is really good. At any rate, here's yeah, that's the only downside is the lights, the jump distance. This is no explorer. This is a ship that is meant to hold positions or take over positions after something's been explored. Not that you need it, because the only people that only factions in the universe are human factions. There's four different factions. No, let's see. There's 3 pirate factions: the Spacers, the Varoon, and the actual pirates, which are more a faction of themselves rather than just a pirate faction, a bandit faction. But then you got the United Colonies, and you got the Freestar. Along with House Varoon, they make the trinity of controlling houses, as you could say. However, there's nothing else. There's a Starborn, yeah, but they don't have like a HQ, which I find sad. There's no actual HQ for the Starborn. The only HQ you could say is the Unity, but when you go to the Unity, it's just you. Yes, spoilers. Sorry if you didn't want to spoil it, but if you're this far into the game and you're looking at modded content, you have already spoiled the game for yourself. You are to blame. You. And yeah, there's some major stacking of power cores in this area here. Now I got like, I'm trying to think. I got like several. It's glitched because it's for some reason it likes defaulting to the smaller cores, but no, it's not. We don't have smaller cores. We have like 6, 8 different. We have like 8 power cores in this area here. That's all stacked inside there. And that's just because I wanted to. And yeah, 883 crew. I don't think that many would be able to fit or sleep on the ship. But the a good 100 could be on this ship. I mean, it would make sense that the bigger your ship, you'd have need for a bit more crew. You'd have to have people that took care of the cores. You'd have to have people that took care of the cargo. And no, not this stupid that little rule of the biggest perk, the highest perk gets added to your perk. No, all the perks should merge together. And yes, this is a cargo ship too, and has a major hull because of all the components on it. It has the most hull out of any ship you'll ever find, just because. Also has the most firepower out of any of its weapons. Even the EM weapons have a lot of firepower. Missiles, all that. Now that we got a good look at the ship in the menu, let's see if we can find ourselves a fight. And yes, the best way to find a fight is just to jump place to place. Might edit this so that it's smaller. Oh yes, and because you know physics are so good in this game, a little tiny asteroid.
Hello, this is Mrs. Whitmore's 6th grade class. We are having a problem and need help. Please.
Sorry, you hit me at the worst of times.
Awaiting response.
Next universe, I'll try to save you, but I'm not even going to keep this.
Grab jump spinning down. Just look at those skies.
General, fine. It's your funeral.
No.
Shields up.
Oh, here we go.
Enemy's grab drive out of commission.
And it's over. Unknown vessel, please respond. All in a day's work for you. I have a lot of my crew up. Any way we can
You know, my normal response is let me have salvage.
Right to yours. You
But
take
there
care
you
out
go.
there.
That's the full rundown of this ship. This massive ship. I mean, the roleplay idea of all the different reactors is, you know, the original I don't know if the original Constitution, but one of the ships in Star Trek, for emergency purposes, you could separate yourself from the nacelle and take off if need be. Of course, it would just be a emergency measure, but that's the reason for the boosters on the main ship, and for everything and for all the other stuff too. One of the major things I might try doing is try to make it the Star Trek discus. which would basically just be a pancake, wouldn't it? That sounds like a good one to make next time. Hope you enjoyed. Other than that, if you don't like modded, I don't know what to tell you. Because that's what this game was made as a platform to mod, but they didn't make the mod tools available from the start. Luckily, we got some good modders that know how to jinx the system and make it work.
The end of the video. Mighty Pancake gives you his love. And thank you for watching. So, if you liked, please leave a like. If you did not, leave a comment. If neither of these apply and you just love it, press that subscribe. That big red button, press notifications so you get notified, because YouTube doesn't always notify you of this channel. Don't know if it's backdoor stabbing or just having a new channel. Either way, hey, do either or. And that, have a flipping good day.